Welcome back to the Power Republic YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to show you how to change your Rotax Max exhaust matting. So let's get to it. Welcome back to all our Power Republic subscribers and Patreon fans. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that button below and turn on all those pesky notifications. In today's video, we're going to be showing you how to remove the old exhaust matting out of your Rotax Max race engine and replace it with some brand new stuff. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a battery drill and a drill bit, because we've got to drill the rivets out so we can remove the stinger out of the exhaust pipe. Don't forget the trusty safety glasses when using your power equipment. So the first thing we've got to do is drill the head of the rivet off. And to do that, we're just going to use a little 4mm drill bit and forwards. Nope. Now the rivets will spin a little bit, so you can just put a little bit of angle on your drill bit, or failing that, if the rivet starts to spin, you can get yourself a set of locking pliers like these little pointy nose ones, and hold the rivet like so, and then you can just maybe turn the drill speed down a little bit. There you go. Now to make the access to the other rivets on the muffler, first we're going to remove the exhaust springs. So if you get your pointy nose pliers, you can just remove those two springs. So now we can rotate the exhaust around to get better access to our other rivets. Now we can remove the stinger out of the exhaust. So before we remove the stinger, I'm just going to put the springs back onto the muffler here, and that's going to hold it into position. So now we're just going to remove the stinger. You can see that this is perforated, so the sound waves can go up inside or go through the steel and into the wool packing, and that absorbs the sound. That's why it attenuates all the sound. And this guy just slides all the way in like that. So you can see here, this is the wool packing that absorbs all the sound. This is the part we're going to replace. So what you want to do is get your pointy nose pliers, slide them in, and then just rotate that around a couple of times so that it's loose inside the exhaust, and then you can just withdraw it like so. So you can see here the wool packing is starting to burn out a little bit. This one has only had about probably 4 or 5 hours worth of use. So they recommend every 6 hours change these, and they're pretty much right. It's got a little bit of burn back, but hardly, it's really not going to affect the noise too much. So before you wrap up the stinger with the new wool and reinsert it into the muffler, you want to check there's no residual old wool matting inside your pipe. And to do that, we're going to just go up inside there with a torch and this piece of all thread and just scrape it out. Another trick you can do to blow out any residual exhaust matting is to start it up. Now it is loud as it gets, right? So if you do start it up with no wool packing, put some ear protection on. We're not going to do it here today because I've got all the old stuff out. So now we're ready to wrap the stinger and reinsert the exhaust matting. Shout out to all the community on Patreon and YouTube. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing and turning on those notifications. So this is the replacement matting that you can order online, and it just wraps around the stinger. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So it is as simple as getting your exhaust matting and then just wrapping it as tight as you can. Now it is a little bit itchy, so if you are prone to getting itches from fiberglass, make sure you wear yourself some gloves. So you're all wrapped up like so. Just pack it in nice and tight. You can do it a couple of times. It is a bit of a mission because you get one side tight and then the other side goes loose. If anyone's got a better suggestion, leave it in the comment section below. But that's all I do, is just wrap it up nice and tight. And then you're ready to insert that back in the pipe. So now it's just a matter of sticking that guy in there and then rifling it down the pipe. It does get pretty tight there towards the end. It's a bit of a mission, but you just sort of wrap it, twist it as you go, and stuff that guy in there. Now it was facing this direction before, so we're just going to get a soft hammer and just tap that in. So now all we're going to do is bolt the stinger back into the exhaust pipe with some M5 cap screws. So we've drilled these holes out 4.5 millimeters. So the M5 cap screws are going to be a little bit tight, but you can just drive them in like so. So this is an M5 by 10 cap screw, and then I've got an M5 cone lock here off the Tony Kart brakes, or the brake pad retaining bolts, and they will not undo when they're affected by heat. If you do use a nylock, keep your eye on them because they will come loose with time. If the holes don't line up perfectly, just grab your drill bit and run it through the hole. Take those burrs off so that you can fit your M5 screw back in the rivet hole. So there you have it. That's how you replace your exhaust matting on your Rotax Max race engine. This video is a shout out to my boy Lorenzo. He asked for it, we made it. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed, all our Patreon people. If you don't know what that is, check out the link below in the description. If you've got any questions about this or any other topic, please leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Power Republic, or go to our website www.powerrepublic.com.au and grab yourself a t-shirt or a brand new Rotax Max race engine. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.